Ruweng Abiemnom, Ruweng 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 Abiemnom, Ruweng
Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ngara Agwam here in the studio, PNA News Live broadcast in Atlanta. Today I am going to host a live show with one of my guests, Bol Dau Miakuach. He's a young gentleman who have joined now to work with our people in South Sudan. The young mind citizen who want to bring the life of agriculture in a remote area in South Sudan. So Bol Dau will be my guest speaker today in the studio with me. And also if they have other people who will join us, you are all invited to join us. Or if you don't have time to come, you can watch us later on YouTube or here on Facebook Live. So Bol, I have sent you a link for you to click through Messenger, and then it will bring you on the studio. And we will have this interview with you. Those will be a simple question. It's something that you should be worried about. We will talk like we normally talk, face-to-face conversation, and I will ask you some simple questions. If you are aware of them, you will be able to answer them. If not, then you will pass it on. So while I'm waiting for him to come in the studio, let me keep you entertained with some video here. So bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Just now, Bol is come. So, ladies and gentlemen, share the link. Share the link so we can have a lot of viewers to watch this video worldwide on Facebook. Bol is here. I will bring him in the studio. And please share the link. Click by sharing the link to people you think they should join us on the live show. Yeah. This is what I go. Hello, Bol.
Yeah, hello, Uncle. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I quite checking and Gamron. I don't know what. Do you have a headphone that you can put?
Yeah, I'm using a earphone, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you getting me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Bol.
Yes.
Maybe I take my headphone off.
Yeah, you take it off because I'm getting you. You are not getting me?
No, I'm getting you, but it keep repeating my sound.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Technically, I'm not ping or be an Gamron. What is the problem?
You're not paying, I'm getting you.
Maybe I have a device somewhere. You know, ping me.
You're not paying, I'm getting you clearly.
Oh. I need to close some window on my computer, maybe. Bol.
Yes.
Something wrong with it.
Yeah.
Now buy your headphone, but you could be your headphone be better.
Man, Jamna.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Try to say something on the ping now.
Hello? Hello, Bol?
I'm not
Hello?
getting you.
Kalas kita your headphone and the time your headphone. Akinan back gamble. Put back your headphone.
Hello?
Hello? You hear me?
Anything else?
No, could you ever jail of course. Hello? Bol? Hello? You hear me? Hello? Hello, Bol?
Yeah, hello.
You hear me?
Yeah, I'm not getting you.
Okay. So I will keep away my headphone. So you keep your headphone.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Lloyd Bol, young man, welcome to the show. This is PNA Newsline Media broadcast in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States of America, and you are there live in South Sudan. So, Bol, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here. It's a great honor and privilege to be with you.
Yeah, we want to talk about your new dream of Young Farmers Association in Abiemnom County in Ruweng administrative area in South Sudan. This is the thing that I want to bring you, so you should talk with our viewers and educate us about what is this and how this is going to be something that we should be proud of, because the place where you guys are operating this new farmers is in terms of insecurity is the challenges. In terms of road is the big challenges. There's no road for you who can connect your farmers to transport their good when they arrive to the market. And also we have to acknowledge our sister, the founder of Young Farmers Association in Abiemnom, our sister Nyanbang. If I mispronounce it, you should correct me later on.
You're right. Bang Mangok, Maraj.
Nyanbang Mangok Maraj, she's the founder, and you one of the people who are advocated to support them, because with your skill that you have learned in Kenya, you want to bring that initiative into South Sudan. So could you introduce yourself to us a little bit before we start talking?
Okay. So first of all, thank you for giving me this great opportunity to be part of you. This is my first time to be on the live, and to the viewers watching, in case my network will be able to break down, let us please try to understand that's how the situation is in South Sudan. That's my apology in advance. To begin with, my name is Bol Dau Miakuach.
Durod loy bang bang ero chopping straight chan chin bi aloy bang bang.
Okay. Yeah, I say my name is Bol Dau Miakuach, the project manager of Young Farmers Association in Abiemnom. And like you have said, the founder is Nyanbang Mangong Mairach. Yes, you are right. And we have the field manager called Abakar Abdallah is a field manager. And we have Arang Minyil Nyok is finance manager. We have Kwal Manyongde is a deputy. We have Ayom Tony Nyok is a deputy finance. So we have a complete team. I'm not alone in this, but my role is to be a project manager. The farming
Okay.
initiative started in. Are you getting me?
Yes, go ahead.
I said the farming initiative started in the year 2006 in Abiemnom. The person who's come up with the idea is Mamanyan Bang Mangok Mairai. She's a bit old, and she's the person who came up with the idea of farming. They were all farming as individual farmers. They were not having an association. They're just individual farmers. They used to have that collective understanding between them, but they were not having a body which represent them. And they were not having some of the constitutions. So in the year 2020, that's when I approached them and I give them some of my agricultural skills and knowledge. They recruited me and they say that you now be our project manager or be our marketer manager because we have the issue of marketing. The first thing I started, I said that if you want to work as a team, you need to be organized. You need to have a body that is registered. So we came up with the name Young Farmers Association in Abiemnom. That was the name we agreed. The other thing that we came up with the constitutions and bylaw, how we are going to work as the body. Because we say that we must work as a team and there should be a role of each individual. The other thing we came up with the logo that you have seen, which say that our motto is no food without farmers. I don't know whether you have seen our logo.
Yes, I have seen it,
These are,
and I
yeah,
have seen it,
these are some.
and this show, I am not gonna show the picture, but the next show, if we have a second show, I will show the picture.
Yes, yes, yes. Those are some of the things that we came up with. And me being the project manager of this project, I've been moving around looking for investors, looking for consumers, looking for partners in this for the last 1 year and some months. Recently, I got some of the people who are also interested in agriculture, and these are the people who have joined me, and that's why you have been seeing there are a lot of things which have been ongoing in the FSBC and TV. And we have enough hectares we can produce. We produce a lot of things, vegetable and fruits. Most of the vegetables are tomatoes. I don't know whether you have also seen them. Eggplant, sweet potatoes, okra, and so many, all the vegetables that we come from Uganda, we produce them organically, no GMOs. And we also have fruit like bananas and oranges. Onions are also there. These are some of the things that we produce in bulky. But due to lack of market, which has been our major problem, our production is very low. And due to lack of road connecting the whole city, our produce they don't reach Juba. There's another factor or another challenges that we have been experiencing for the last 10 years plus. And the insecurity in the country is something that everyone is aware of. Is another factor. There are some areas we don't go. Why? Because it is too risky to go. So our major market is a net, a gawk, and wow only. So briefly, that's the history of our farming initiative.
That good. That is very good, Bol. I've seen the name. I read the article that somebody shared, and I see all the name of bridges that you have. They're like the same thing we have here in this country, and you can find them also in Kenya. The item are very good, and also the soil where you produce them is a very good soil, fertile, productive, and you can start from zero to something. So as a citizen of Ruweng particularly and a citizen of South Sudan, I will say congratulations on your new initiative, because this country called South Sudan should not be a country without people working for it. I saw the son of former late John Garang. I saw him there, and I see him before in Jongale. He's pushing to teach people about agriculture. The today way of farming is little different compared to our traditional farming. I saw you guys put the crop between the line. That is the new way of modern farming. It is good. You will teach our people how to do that, and you should engage to reach some local NGOs. We have some local NGOs there in the country, and also approach to to somebody in charge about agriculture in the country, so they can help you with some supply support. They can help the local government over there to make road. It's a pub road that can connect you with the market, because you can cultivate them, and if they're not reach to the market, they will be spoiled, like what people did in Ram. 2 years ago, they cultivate a lot of food, and those food they end up being eat by ants, because there are no way for them to ship them to come to Juba, or ship them to go to Ruweng area. But yours is different, because you are doing vegetable, and these are the things people can go and buy them right away and come cook. So it is a good thing. I'm so happy for that, and we appreciated you for being a part of this group. And on our next show, we will bring our sister so she can come and talk about her dream and your dream and the dream of the team. I know the network problem in South Sudan, sometimes you don't have it, sometimes you have it, sometimes it come and go, off and on. But if we get a good connection at all, we can talk about you. You have to tell our people why the agriculture is important to South Sudan right now.
Okay. Like I said before, our major problem is the road connecting the cities in the country. Otherwise, we could be supplying what Uganda supply us or Kenya. Because most of the things we consume in Juba, they come from East Africa, to be specific. On the things that come from East Africa, they are GMOs made, genified, modified, organic. They are not like organically what we produce. Those they involve chemical or fertilizers to generate or to germinate those seeds. But as we are just using our own natural abundant land, which is very fertile, we don't use any chemical. Our dreams, or what have been our major dream and goals, is to supply the whole of South Sudan with our produce. And not only us, but we want others to learn from us, whether you are from Yambio, you're from Jongle, or wherever you are. We want us to be producing our own food instead of depending from other foreign countries. Because we have noticed most of our resources are going outside. Because we don't have production, we are buying, we keep importing. There's nothing that we export apart from the oil. And the oil cannot be able to develop the country. Unfortunately, that our country is full of insecurity, so there are some areas that we cannot be able to supply. And we know investment in agriculture is the only tool we can use to fight hunger, poverty, and everything. And agriculture being the backbone of the economy, we have really emphasized on it, and we are going to work on it. We will not give up, despite the fact that no support, no what, with all the challenges we have, we'll keep fighting. We'll produce until the country becomes stable, and we'll be able to supply the whole country. We also have other communities to join us in farming.
Yeah, I read about it. Somebody say about you in Pariang. Are you studied the same thing in Pariang, or just this one in Abiemnom?
We have the same in Pariang, but due to the natural disaster that happened, the flooding, it has destroyed our farms. We had one in a place called Legno, Abiemnom. That's where we also used to. We planted tomatoes and onions, and they were going well. But because of the flooding, our farms were taken over by the flood, and we could not be able to control it. It was beyond us. That's why now we are focusing on Abiemnom, which is still safe from flood.
Yeah, I saw the SSBC talking about it. Is the people in the top position, like the minister of agriculture in the country, is happy about this?
Yeah, the Minister of Agriculture, what I first did, I brought some of the sample to see that really these people, they do plant. I bring some of the sweet potatoes, eggplant, tomatoes, oranges, lemon, most of our produce, I brought them. Then I present them to them as a gift, so that they see these people that are really doing agriculture, but due to lack of so many things, they cannot reach Juba. That was my first start to approach them. I brought sample and I give it to them. And I told the VP Honorable Mamanyande, that these things are being produced in Sudan, in your own land. But due to lack of so many things, they cannot reach Juba on time as required. I also requested her to arrange for us a meeting between her and the Minister of Agriculture because we have so many challenges that we would like to address to the minister. We have lack, we don't have enough farming tools. We don't have this modern technology which we can use to preserve goods. Because what we produce fresh of a good that cannot stay for 7 days if they are not being preserved or well taken. In America, there you can preserve tomatoes for a period of 7 days. But here in South Sudan, the temperature cannot allow it. That is a factor facing us.
Oh, okay. And what about those small bird we call amor? How is it with those plants? If you plant them, amor is not coming to eat them.
The more alive, like we have the pests. We have pests which eat vegetables and those fruits, and that's what we have. We don't have a more, but we have pests, and we are lacking those pesticides to control the pests.
Okay.
We don't have enough.
What about the storage? Have you guys have given the land there in Abiemnom by the local government to build a storage where you can build the new technology in there, like putting in a air condition, like what you see in Kenyan small storage?
Greenhouse.
Yeah,
Say
greenhouse.
like greenhouse, yeah.
Do you guys plan to do that in the future?
Yeah, should we get enough? Should we become independent financially? We have a lot of plans. We have a plan to introduce a lot of modern technology into this agriculture. Of course, we know that the world is changing and technology is bringing a lot of changes. We have a plan of introducing greenhouse for seedling. We have a plan of seed multiplication. Instead of us going to buy seed from other countries, we'll be making our own seed and we supply them nationwide. The country of South Sudan will be supplying them with our own seed. We also have a plan of introducing hypertonic system of agriculture. But due to we are not financially okay now, to be honest, so there are so many things we cannot do. But the land is there; they have no problem. We even have a plan of expanding the production. Should we get enough customers? Should we get enough market? We buy our things. That's our long-term plan to expand everything.
Yeah, it start from small to big. The like the founder, our sister, then you later on it will grow big until you can go somewhere and open it in another place, and then you recruit the South Sudanese themselves to be the workers, because you have to have people who come in the palm, and if the plant fall down, they have people to stand them up and tie them so they can grow straight. They cannot lay on the soil. So you might need some workers. If you start with a small number based on your small income, because when you recruit people, those people they need something they can rely on. You do it slowly, and then later on also you can go to the government and get the loan. You guys can get a small loan if you are a small business in the country. I heard before that it's local people who run business, they go to the government can give them loan and pay them back in a short time period. I hope I'm not dreaming of saying this. I heard there's some way you can have a small loan in South Sudan, right?
We have heard of that, but we don't know the modality or the procedure of getting loans.
Oh,
Given
okay.
the fact that our country is still behind in almost everything, so I am not
And and,
that confident.
and also, do you guys like the founder? Did you guys have a trade document where you can come to Uganda and get good without being in trouble, like in international trade document? Do you have guys something like that? Because now you cannot be traveling like in and out without those documents. Do you guys pursue those documents?
Okay, when they started this initiative, I was not there. I wasn't. I was still in Kenya then. They used to plan as individual farmers. They used to do it individual, and they only have that mutual understanding orally. There were no documented. But when I joined the initiative, I told them that we have to be legally recognized. We have to have some document in case you want to look for funding.
Yes.
In case to do something, you have to have document. So the first thing I did, I registered the company, the organization,
Okay.
association. I registered it. I designed the logo, and I created a website and email and the card for the business. In case you want to communicate, you communicate direct. In case you want to do anything, you just do it. Being a legal body. So currently we
Yeah.
have everything. We can go to Uganda, we buy. Like we can anything
Okay.
that we want, you can buy from
Okay. And
anywhere.
only one direction of the country linked to Uganda and then Kenya. But what about the other side next to you, your next door? I heard
Sudan.
before the border has been shut down since 2012. It's not opening for business. So it's going to be open soon, although there are still some crisis between the two countries. The road will be open for business to go to Sudan or Sudan come to South Sudan.
Okay, that one is more political and it's more government to government talks. I cannot give you any reliable information about that because I'm just like you. We hear from people that they are going to open for businesses and for all the good to be transporting or be importing and exporting. But what we do know there's that free mobility of people. People move from Sudan to South Sudan, and we even buy our seed from Sudan. But there's no
Oh,
goods being transported. We normally see the Arab bringing their goods in, the Darfurian, they bring their good in. People tax them and they come and stay with us. But we have never transported our goods to them.
okay. What about the road that will connect you from Biemnam to Pariang and then from Anet to Biemnam and then one of the location you said before? What is that? Turale?
Agok,
Agog.
Agok,
Okay.
and Gog and Wow.
How and wow, how is the road on the other side to connect you from Abiemnom to those places? Do they have a road? Like if you have a product, they can come and buy them and take them to their places. Do they have a road?
First, there, first, there is no road connecting Abiemnom and Pariang. If there was a road now, we could be supplying Pariang direct, but we have no road connecting. The road which is supposed to connect Abiemnom and Pariang passed through Mayom, Bull, and due to insecurities, there are some places we don't go.
Oh,
When the
okay.
conflict, inter-community conflict break out. So the road
Oh,
connecting Agok, Anet, and Wow is there, but it's not tarmac. It's just this normal road, which during the rainy season it will become hard for us to pass it.
okay. So you will be only produce them there and the customer you can get customer within Abiemnom counties.
So we
They
get
can
them. We
come.
our Anet, Agok, Wow. Those are our major market.
What about the people in Abiemnom? They cannot come by them?
They buy them, but the population does not go. We produce surplus, quality and quantity. We produce a lot. So we
Oh,
left some for people to consume, like okra, some tomatoes, sukuma wiki, spinach. We leave some, but the one which we take to the market, we take.
oh, okay. And then what about when there's no rain? Do you have a water tap that you can watering the crop? If the rainy season is not there?
Yeah, during the dry
How
season, yeah,
how you do
we
them in
use
a dry season?
we use Lister. Lister is another machine for pumping water.
Where you get that
We use
water from? Do you have a water
Lister.
pound
We,
somewhere?
yeah, we have connected. Then we use diesel. It's like a generator which we use to pump water from the water source that we have created.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, Bol, that is really good. That is really good. That is I know you went to school in Kenya and you see a lot of good things there in Kenya. Nobody could tell you exactly how Kenya look like. You've been in Kenya for most of your life, young hot when you in primary and then you finish high school and then you get your first degree in Kenya. So your skill will be very productive in our country, and let us not rely on crisis. Everywhere there's a crisis and people are still doing their daily activities. It will not stop people to doing their daily activities. There's so many human problem everywhere, not only in South Sudan. So you guys can talk to your local government, like Ruweng Administrative. They have to provide you guys with a good security. Our place is not Missouri sana, as Kaswahili say, and also we cannot say hakuna matata in South Sudan. Iko hakuna matata kila siku. So I will be a kuma done local be weka protected. It will be weka pocket on it. Ko be a kuma be weka mere security in the area where you are producing. So your local government of Mayol, of Peter Manjog and Quality are aware with this?
Yeah, they have been going to the farms. And every time they go to Abiemnom, we welcome them, we give them some of the fruits and some of the vegetables. They even get the chance to go to the farms and take some photos. And
so they are aware. They are aware. Both leaders they are aware.
This one is not new to them. They are aware. It's just that no one has ever tried to put much emphasis or try to focus on agriculture. But they all know. I think no leader has come up with that agenda of trying to develop the agriculture.
Okay.
But everybody knows that. Yeah, they know when the people running it, they know.
Okay. Yeah. Just that advice, take it to them and let them provide you with security so they can have a police location in your surrounding area, because you cannot do it without protection, because the place is not good. In case you never know, you cannot assume, oh, we are okay, oh, we know each other. No, because this is business. Language of business always has to good secure. If that makes sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. The issue of insecurity is a factor, one of the factors that we have been addressing to the nation, to the local government, and to everyone there, because most of our farmers, they stop working because of the insecurities, and even the labor. When they noted that they were not safe, they stopped working, and this is one of the factors that have produced our production. You find people there, they say, if I'm not safe, then why should I be in the farm? What am I doing there? If somebody will come from nowhere, just come and shoot me when I'm in the middle of farming. So this factor has been hindering our progress, and we have addressed it to the government, but there is no guarantee or there's nothing that they have tell us we are going to do.
Oh, okay. But as the citizen of that particular place, you guys can provide your own, right? If there's no assistance from the local.
Security is a bit diverse. Yes, we can try to organize ourselves, but nowadays people use modern weapons like artillery. We don't have guns, we don't have bullets. So how do we protect ourselves from people who have guns if the government don't come in? We are civilian. We don't have these things.
Oh, what about the UN in the area? Did you guys talk to the branches of UNIMED to provide you with security too? Because they can come and buy those food, because this food has no border or has no person belong to. This is the business. They can be bought by anybody. Do the UNIMED branches in Abiemnom is aware of your business?
Though the NGOs, they are aware. In fact, they have been trying to bring some seeds. It's only that they bring them from Kenya and Uganda, and those seeds, they don't grow in our savannah land. But about the security, they bring us some, and some of the NGOs, they bring us some seeds from Kenya and Uganda, but the seeds, they don't grow in our land. The only seed that grow well is the one from Sudan. I think it's because of the land there. Land matters when it comes to agricultural things. About the security, they leave it for the government or for the local people, local authority to decide for themselves either to protect people or not. But they just stick to the scope of work. For security, it don't
Okay.
concern them.
Okay. What about the road from Vietnam to Pariang? Will that happen sooner? A year, 2 year, 3 year? Do you think something like that will happen to connect Pariang and Vietnam?
The whole leadership of Ruweng has a lot of agendas which have not been fulfilled. For now, for the last 4 years, people are waiting for the lake, for the road connecting Lake No Port, Pariang, and it has never progressed for the last 3 years. They were saying that after the Lake No road finished, they will connect Abiemnom and Pariang. The distance is not far, but no one is working on that, and they keep giving us those promises. And politicians, they cannot be trusted unless something is done. I cannot say that after 2 years, or after 1 year, or after 3 years, it will be done. No. That is the agenda of politicians, and mostly we always take them as liars.
Okay. Yeah. What do you want to tell the viewers who are listening your talk, and those at home with you and those in other country? What do you want? What do you want them to do, or what do you want them to know?
Okay, yeah, that's a good question, and it's very important. What I would like to share with the viewers watching, be it diaspora, be it Southern Sudan, wherever they are, is just that people need to be creative, they need to be innovative, and they need to start their own jobs, not to wait for the government to come and do them. Because our government, yes, government can support, but most of the time you have to start your own thing, start your own program, and then the rest will catch up with you. And when you see people doing this thing, they need to be supported because at the end of the day, this is how development come in. Development is not one man agenda; it's agenda of everyone. And we need to develop from food security, whereby everybody will be having enough thing for himself or herself. Then we go for other things. But if people are hungry, that's why you see people attacking people on the road. This crime is created by food shortage. People are hungry. You left your children hungry. They're not eating. So you think of going to rob other people to survive. In order for have to enough food, we need to support agriculture. We need to boost it so that everyone will have enough thing to eat. When you're happy or when your stomach is full, you don't think of robbing other person. But when you're hungry, you become wild. That's the universal idea. So we need to program. We need to support this initiative, and I would like if they can be able to support this program. Ours, it will be good because we would like to expand it to the other part of the country.
What about the message you want to tell the Ruweng citizen, because you are their own son and daughter? Who came up with this? Because nobody ever came up with something like this since South Sudan get independent. So you were the first people. There were some individuals who were doing it individually, but they did not make it as a group. But you and sister uh, bring this to public attention now. What do you want the ruling citizen to do to you guys, either in the name of community or in the name of individual? What do you want them to do for you in case
This,
somebody want
I
to?
would like the government to provide us with some of the farming tools like tractors, and we want to make it a large scale so that we can be able to create job opportunities for other jobless youth. We have youth there who has the ability to do something, but no one is giving them direction. And should we expand this onto a large scale production, some people will be able to make a living for themselves and improve their living standard. Because at the end of the day, we will get cheap labor from them. At the end of the day, we'll get some business people in between. At the end of the day, we'll get some people who will act as security agents. So we'll get everything from the local area. We'll not get people from anywhere. So the government needs to support this initiative so that the jobless get jobs and improve their life.
Okay, what about you and Nyabang? Could you guys go and talk to
The chief,
to to the ship start with the ship of Ruweng first, and then talk to the people in the office of president, because in South Sudan there's a lot of truck, what you call Gradle. They are being stored there in South Sudan. They are not working. A lot of them, they were brought from China. I see them there in my own eye. They are all stationed somewhere in Eastern Equatoria. And if people like you who came up to help the local community, why don't you guys go and have to give you one tractor? Why? Just
Our
simple, because you guys are not a political party. You are a citizen who want to help, to bring your skill to the society. Why don't you guys start with the sheep and have the sheep? Because the sheep of Ruweng administrative is getting money percentage from the oil, and what you are producing in their own land. Why don't you start with them first, and then go to the president, asking them to give you a one donation of truck that you can use to.
Yes, that's a good question. Ruweng has been having instability in the leadership for the last 5 years. There have never been a permanent or a leader that stayed for 2 years. All the previous governors or chief, we have approached them, and they keep giving us promises that we will bring this, we will bring this. But after 2 or 3 months, somebody is removed. After 2 or 3 months, somebody is removed. We have approached almost everybody. We have approached the leadership of Lauren Mabok, former governor. We have approached Chola Wanlit. We have approached the leadership of them. And all we get is just those promises.
Yeah, can you keep trying until you get success from the last one? Because being winning something is not a one-time try. It's a continuation of being fight for it. Could you guys keep trying until the last person could understand your
Yeah,
concern?
we have been trying to reach the current chief, Honorable Peter Manjong Chapkwe, about these ideas. And mostly getting leaders is not easy in South Sudan. People have that low perception about it. They think that you are going for political talks. They don't differentiate people's agendas. We have been trying to reach them and we have not get them, but soon enough, we might try to get them and we produce what we came for, the ideas and the agendas. In 2 or 3 weeks,
Yeah,
I might have a result
yeah.
because I'm
Keep
planning to
pushing.
meet him.
Keep pushing. You are a hardworking young man, and you all have your family back home there. Your own family are still alive. They cannot say, "Oh, you are orphanage child. Oh, you don't have a place to stay." You have your own family there. You just want to give your skill back to the community. So please keep asking them, keep baking them until they need to give you one tractor, because they are there in South Sudan. They are all stationed. They are not working, and they are there. And if they not listen to you, then consider to the higher authority asking them. You go to their office, write them a letter, tell them we need help with this thing. They are there, nobody using them. Why not they give you one, and if for maintenance you guys can take care of it? Because if you get something, the maintenance is yours. You're not gonna have somebody to help you with the maintenance. It will be yours to repair it if it broke down. So that's what I'm suggesting for you. And
Thank you for that advice. I will update
yeah,
you after I meet the chief and we'll always be in touch.
because they have even car. I see them. They come and buy some car in Juba. So if the car are buying to individual, why the car is not buying and being donated to people who producing food?
That question should be answered by the politicians.
Yeah, I'm saying this year they can hear it. The Sudanese leaders, South Sudanese leaders, when in car are being bought and given to minister and given to somebody in a position, why they not supporting these young people who come up with this farming slogan. It's something that people should be very happy about it. It's nothing to do about political party, nothing to do about the religion things. This is the food, people who providing food to you, to your country, to your community. They should be able to give you a car for your worker to use it. Even you guys need a car, you need those a pickup truck, or you guys need those 4-door car like the one I saw yesterday. Three car were arriving in Ruweng. Three car. So this will be a challenge to all these leaders if they go to listen to this video. They need to support. This is where the leadership should give support, show support. Then when you guys succeed, it will signal the message to other people in the country to do the same thing like you guys are doing, because South Sudan is very big and the land is very fertile. We can get food from it. How long we gonna be relying on other countries? And we are call ourselves a country. How many years we want to keep relying on something that we can produce with our hand? This is not the oil to importation. You are not building the 5 line for oil. You are bring the technician of planting crop. What about the women? Because women are the ones facing a lot of challenges in the country. They go and cook the food, nothing to cook for food to be eat like soup and things like that. What do you want to tell the women across Ruweng about your new farming technician? What do you want them to know about it?
First, our association is being led by a woman, and we recognize and acknowledge the importance of a woman. They are the founders of farming, and they are the ones who have been doing farming since the time of memorial. Our mothers have been going to farming, comparing to men, they have been leading this. And that's why the whole idea was started by the woman. We would like them to join this initiative because this whereby
your network now get mad, so we will stop right there until another time because your network now is gone. Your network is frozen.
yeah, my network is going off. Are you getting me?
Yeah, it's back now. So you can finish your sentence.
Yeah, I was saying that we have a lot of women in our association and they're doing great. So we would take the ladies working with us as an example and we recruit more women.
Okay, Bol, you can stop there because the video is not going to be clear. So don't say anything. Stop right there, and we will plan another time where you will come in with some people. I want to hear different voices from your group. And I saw the son of Garang Mabur. I saw him on the table. You guys were present your presentation, and I saw him also on the ground there. That is a good thing to ally with people like that. Mabur was here in the United States some years ago. He knows how the modern society look like, what are the need, what they are doing. So if you guys could collect all those experience and take them back to your country, I hope in some few years people will really focus on your project, because it will be like what we are getting Central Equatoria. All the good restaurants we have in Central Equatoria, they always produce some good soup, some good vegetable, and some good rice. So we need to do something similar like that on the other side of the country, because we are too far away from Central Equatoria, and our closer area is the North Sudan. And if the two government could agree to allow a business relation on the border, where you can go and bring in, where they can come and get in, that would be very helpful in the near future. So it's not something we should be worried right now, but we should talk about it, because the government always come and hear what the citizens are saying, what citizens are more concerned about. So the insecurity on the border of the two countries is the concern for everybody in the country, starting from citizen to the government, because government is the one in charge for the citizen, and citizens are the one in charge for the government to do things for them. So I hope in the near future, the border of the two countries will be open, like the border between South Sudan and Uganda, and South Sudan and Kenya, and South Sudan and Ethiopia. So right there, I will stop and see if your network allowed you to say a word of conclusion, and we will stop right there, and you can share the video with your friend in the network.
Okay. First, lastly but not the least, I would like to thank you for having invited me. My network is having issues here. It is not running video for the last 2 days. And I think is the reason why network is very weak. The next interview, I will try to have 2 or 3 of my team, if the network will allow it, because we have issue of network affecting everybody, especially the area outside Juba. Area like Abiemnom and have issue of network, but I will try to arrange if it is possible. Yes, the son of Garang is someone who's interested in agriculture, and we are working on this project together, because we would like to improve the life of others and empower youth to do things, to make a living for themselves.
Thank you, Bol. Thank you for your time. And from here, we will stop, and I will exit you out. And please share the video, leave the comment, write more about it. If you have said something that you misspoke about it, you can correct it. But prepare yourself. Anytime we can bring you, anytime we want you to come and talk publicly, because you must go to public. It's not coming to me. And it's not going to you. It go to publics who can hear it inside South Sudan and outside South Sudan. So, gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in and for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye for now. I work at die, Wama work at die, and Kaja Ping, Ranun Jam, a Bol Dau Miakuach, a young man who had joined the new farming initiative in South Sudan called the Young Farmers Association in Abiemnom County, in Ruweng State Administrative in South Sudan. He's the one who was speaking here in the studio. PNA Newsline Media Broadcasting Atlanta. This is Ngara Agwem. Thank you, and we will see you again next time here in the studio.
Ruweng Abiemnom, Ruweng A.A, Ruweng A.A, Ruweng A.A. Ruweng pa wenyatar, Ruweng A.A, Ruweng A.A. Abiemnom, Ruweng A.A, Ruweng pa wenyatar, Ruweng A.A, Ruweng A.A.
Awi ku go panda digo pal ku jam no kwel de panda katido Ruweng ga wilo awi ku go panda digo pal ku jam namal ku pyo ku mit kor dengan kor ka wiga awi ku go panda digo pal ku jam na maigan de panda katido Ruweng ga wilo awi ku go panda digo pal ku jam dawet Upioi kumit ko Imen kor ka wiga Ato ko panaru Ako'y kachibay Bago kurang wadi Abiemnom ko paryan Uy kuping kucham kuyay Yan bubay queen Tanyuyo kuping kurudo Kapanda bila chow chow Tanyuyo kudet kurudo Kapanda bila chow Awe kwany kwa kuwe kwany kwa Kwany dit kuruweng kwany kwa Bakot kuwokej Kwany kwa panda ka wiloy Kuyin bainda Kwany na bong duwo Kwany da bikwot kuwokej Papa panda ka wiloy Kuyin bainda Kwany na yan ni miyo Kwany da bikwot kuwokej Mama panda ka wiloy Kuyin bainda Kwany manjong da tau Kwany da bikwot kuwokej Papa panda ka wiloy Kuyin bainda
All right, thank you. Have a great day. Please share the video and leave a comment.